Hey guys, let's start the 65th episode of Daily Football News and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. 2 Ballon d'Or winner this year. Premier League top transfer on its way. Super League planning is still on. Will Super League be finally kicked off? Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. So at first, without delay, let's get to know some main news of the day. The award ceremony of the 2021 Ballon d'Or will take place in Paris on December 5th, according to French publication L'Equipe. Moreover, France Football is set to hand out 2 prizes on that date in the French capital for the first time in the award's history, since the 2020 Ballon d'Or was cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The 2019-20 season, however, was finished well after the decision with Robert Lewandowski leading Bayern Munich to victories in Bundesliga, the German Cup, and the Champions League with 55 goals and 47 appearances across all competitions. It'll be the Poland international who gets the 2020 edition of the award in December. As for this year's prize, Lionel Messi is believed to be the favorite to claim it after winning the 2021 Copa America, his first ever major trophy with Argentina. The 3 clubs Barcelona, Juventus, and Real Madrid, who are still firmly involved in the European Super League project, have released a joint statement to explain that UEFA has been forced to revoke any disciplinary action taken against them. The decision was made in court and communicated by these 3 clubs on Friday evening. UEFA's obligation to unwind the actions taken against all European Super League founding clubs, including terminating the disciplinary proceedings against the undersigning 3 clubs and removing the penalties and restrictions imposed on the remaining 9 founding clubs for them to avoid UEFA's disciplinary action. The joint statement started, "We must address the very serious issues facing football. UEFA has established itself as the sole regulator, exclusive operator, and unique owner of rights of European football competitions. This monopolistic position, in conflict of interest, is damaging football and its competitive balance. Clubs participating in European competitions have the right to govern their competitions. We aim to keep developing the Super League project constructively and cooperatively, always counting on all football stakeholders, fans, players, coaches, clubs, leagues, and national and international associations. We remain confident in the success of a project that will be always compliant with European Union laws. If Paul Pogba does not sign a new Manchester United deal by the end of the window, it will not automatically mean he is against signing one in the future. The talks between Pogba's representatives and United continue, while PSG remains interested in signing the midfielder. Paul Pogba still sees a future at Manchester United even if he isn't rushing to sign a new contract. The France international is said to have a great relationship with manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and is excited with the direction the club is going in following the signing of Jadon Sancho and the imminent arrival of Raphael Varane. Sky Sports News has been told Pogba loves the club, but at 28 knows his next contract is likely to be the last big one he signs in his career. Even if Pogba doesn't sign a new deal in the coming weeks, he may still sign even as he enters the last year of his current contract. Manchester City made a £100 offer for Jack Grealish on Friday. Aston Villa offered their captain a new contract, but have now accepted City's proposal. Grealish's move would eclipse Paul Pogba's 2016 transfer to Manchester United and become the biggest in English football history. Manchester City's £100 million bid for Jack Grealish is expected to be accepted by Aston Villa. While Villa is yet to formally respond to City's offer, which was made on Friday, it is understood they are now willing to allow their captain to leave. Although they are now ready to accept City's bid, Villa did offer Grealish a new and improved contract earlier this summer, despite him only signing a 5-year deal last September. The French striker ends his contract in 2022 and, in principle, the club and the player would already have an agreement that only needs to be officially appointed. Benzema will renew for 1 year, until 2023, something that is usual at Real Madrid with players like Benzema, who is 33 years old. Carvajal and Benzema are the only players who finished their contract in 2022 that Real Madrid wants to renew. Bale, Marcelo, and Isco are the others who end their contracts next year, but the White Club has no intention of renewing them. Modric, for his part, also ends his contract in 2022, but in his case, everything indicates that it will be his last contract with Real Madrid. Gareth Bale has been left without a squad number at Real Madrid ever since his return from Tottenham. Bale spent last season on loan at Spurs after being deemed surplus to requirements by former Real manager Zinedine Zidane. But ever since his return to Madrid, the star winger has seen his favorite number 11 being taken by Marco Asensio, who is not likely to give it back. The former Tottenham star has been wearing that number ever since 2013 when he moved to the Santiago Bernabeu. According to Ez, this situation will affect both the player and club's marketing. As it stands, the Wales international will have to choose between number 14 and 16, which are the only ones available as Casemiro looks set to take the departing Raphael Varane's number 5. The other one will probably go to former Arsenal loanee Dani Ceballos, who also returned this summer. However, there could still be a few changes as more players are likely to leave Los Blancos. Nevertheless, Asensio's number 11 is unlikely to change hands ahead of next season. The Catalans are desperate to get rid of many players this summer and cut their salary expenses, but their desired results are proving hard to come by. To make matters worse, La Liga Santander kicks off in just 15 days. The side is currently in Germany for a week-long trip. There are a lot of players who must be wondering whether or not it's worth their time to take Koeman's instructions on board. The most obvious of those are Nito, Samuel Umtiti, Miralem Pjanic, and Martin Braithwaite. They're all very aware that, if they do stay, they'll have little to no minutes at the club next season. Ito, Braithwaite, and Pjanic all have clubs interested in them, and they're likely to find new homes. Barcelona is trying to find buyers, but with just 2 weeks left until the season starts, they're starting to sit a little more uneasily. Now we move on to some interesting news of the day. Juventus are set for a capital increase of €400 million before the end of 2021 to counter the losses brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. The old lady is expecting the pandemic to hit them with a blow to the tune of €320 million for the 3 financial years from 2019 to 2022 inclusive. Goldman Sachs International, JP Morgan AG, Mediobanca, Banca di Credito Finanziario SPA, and UniCredit Corporate and Investment Banking will act as joint global coordinators and joint book runners, Juventus said on Friday in a statement. Ederson is, according to The Athletic, being lined up for a new contract at Manchester City. The Brazilian goalkeeper is already tied to a deal through to 2025, but the reigning Premier League champions are ready to reward their number 1 with improved and extended terms. Juventus are entering into the 3rd round of talks with Sassuolo regarding a deal for Euro 2020 winner Manuel Locatelli. Goal has learned. Patience has been for the Bianconi as they look to secure the services of the Italian international midfielder. Roma remains keen on Arsenal midfielder Granit Xhaka, but the Telegraph reports that Thomas Delaney is being lined up as an alternative option. Jose Mourinho is in the market for reinforcements and will turn his attention to Borussia Dortmund if a deal can't be done with the Gunners. Granit Xhaka was the first player Jose Mourinho asked the board of directors after signing for Roma. The Swiss media has already reached an agreement with the Italian club, but its offer does not satisfy Arsenal, which has now proposed to the player, with a contract until 2023, to renew for 2 more seasons. Kurt Zouma is open to the idea of crossing London and joining West Ham from Chelsea, claims Sky Sports. The French defender has been deemed surplus to requirements by Thomas Tuchel, but the Hammers are yet to meet the Blues' valuation. Antoine Griezmann and Philippe Coutinho's futures have come under a lot of speculation this summer. Griezmann had recently been linked with a move back to Atletico Madrid, while the Catalan side was said to be eager to offload the Brazil international. But as reports that both players will still be at Barca next season, as Ronald Koeman says they will both play a part for his side. According to Defensa Central, Real Madrid is mulling over a move to snap up former Napoli defender Nikola Maksimovic as a free agent. The Serbian has worked with Carlo Ancelotti before and could be acquired to add much-needed depth for the Blancos in an area that has been depleted by exits for Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane. Inter forward Lautaro Martinez has no interest in joining Arsenal, claims Sport Mediaset. The Argentine has seen a move away from San Siro mooted for some time, with Premier League heavyweights at Emirates Stadium the latest to be linked with an ambitious bid. Tottenham's hopes of signing Christian Romero may have come to an end. Gianluca Di Marzio claims the latest talks with Atalanta did not go well and the move could be off, but Romero is determined to join the Premier League club and is pushing the Soraya side to get the deal wrapped up. Arsenal winger Willian has not received an offer from Al Ahly and currently has no interest in continuing his career in Saudi Arabia, ESPN Brasil reports. The report also claims that there is a chance that the 32-year-old could leave the Gunners this summer, despite having only arrived from Chelsea in 2020. Liverpool has announced that Trent Alexander-Arnold has signed a new long-term deal with the club. The fullback's new contract runs through 2025 as he's set to stay at Anfield for the foreseeable future. Leeds has made a £30 offer for Adama Traore, according to the transfer window. Traore, who represented Spain at the Euros this summer, has also been linked to Liverpool in recent weeks. The Gunners are now strongly considering a new contract offer for the midfielder. Arsenal has reversed course on Granit Xhaka and could now propose a contract extension for the midfielder despite an offer from Roma on the table, reports The Athletic. His strong effort at Euro 2020 seems to have been a turning point in the Gunners' thinking, as they have now come to regard him as an important piece for the approaching season. So, this was the end of our 65th episode. We will be back with more interesting news and transfer rumors tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.